Hello and welcome to 3D Gaming's YouTube channel. I am your host, the vocal terrorist Jesse Rain, and I am here with game number 2 in this best of 3 series from the 3D Gaming versus LG Clanwar. So quickly we have introductions. First up is our Red Zerg player on Team 3D Gaming, currently one game up with a commanding performance in game number 1. He is Abyss! And opposing him on Team LG, could not establish a third base in game number 1 and essentially got starved out of the game, just got overwhelmed. Let's see if he can come back here. His name is Turox! So yeah, game number 1, really good performance from Abyss. I'm very impressed. Like I said in game number 1, that is my first experience of a 3D Gaming player playing a professional match. And there was a lot to like from him. His creep spread was good, his upgrade timings were good, his army control was good, his map awareness was fantastic. Turox, though, it has to be said, was slightly unlucky. His Banshees got scouted immediately by Abyss's overlords. That was wonderful timing there to check in the main base after the Reactor Hellion opening. And beyond that, there was just nothing Turox could really do. Once you invest that kind of money into something and it does nothing, you are so far behind. It is a real struggle. So I'm going to take this moment. For those of you, 3D Gaming is a clan that is based generally around Germany and the UK. Most of the StarCraft 2 players are from the UK, although we do have a few from around the globe. I'm aware that on the amateur team we actually have an Australian player as well, which is really, really cool. Obviously, as you can see from the overlay, we do have some sexy sponsors. We have Spire, we have QPad, GU, Rhino's energy drink, who I'm currently trying to convince me to send an entire case of energy drink because I consume about 4 a day. We have Gamed DE, and we have No ID Custom. So I do encourage you guys to check those out. Some of those, like Rhino's, are German-based companies. Others are filled with stuff you can actually get from the UK as well. So definitely check those guys out. It helps esports, it helps 3D gaming. If they have Twitter accounts, just go on, tweet at them. Say how much you love 3D gaming. Doesn't that feel awesome? Do it now. Doesn't that make you feel good about life? So anyway, we're seeing the same opening, to get back to the game, because the game is important. We're seeing the same opening from Abyss as we saw last game. He went hatch first, into this pool, and eventually he'll get gas and get speed, but it's quite a late speed overall. I like the bunker positioning here. It's not my favourite, but I can understand why players are doing it. It gives you some coverage of the mineral line, and obviously it's very difficult to surround or to baneling bust into. It gives them a lot of time to fight back against it. To be honest, I prefer bunker positions that are here. I know you can get more lings around it, but it gives you much more protection of this mineral line. It is simply just my personal preference. But of course, since I am the only one with a voice on this commentary, my opinion is the most important. So it'll be interesting to see which way Turox goes from here. His Hellion harass did virtually nothing, his Banshee harass did virtually nothing. So I could definitely see him just powering up into tanks from here. I mean, he does have the double gas, so again it looks like a potentially Banshee opening. We are going to see the reactor coming down on the barracks, so almost certainly another Reactor Hellion opening. So Turox, it seems, is confident that he can do something with it here on Daybreak when he could not do so on Ohana. Best of luck to him. Abyss is already starting his creep spread. He has, does he have 4 queens? Yep, he has 4 queens out by this point. Great stuff. I love the heavy queen play. It's so good, especially against Terran. Getting an earlier baneling nest up this time as well, I believe. Off of the 1 gas. Still not getting speed just yet. I'm pretty sure that should hit at as soon as he hits 100 gas. Because speed, of course, so important in turning lings from useless to useful. Oh, interesting. Turox is going to try and take a much earlier third base today off the back of the starport. He's going to do the Hellion harass into the Banshee. Now, the question is, does he actually go and take that third base? Does he just use this for mules and scans? That's something I should have actually looked for in the last game. I don't know what timing that command center went up, but I'm fairly sure it was about the time he was taking the third. I don't recall it being already an orbital. But such is life when you're not paying proper attention because it's early in the morning and you just woke up. So Abyss taking his third base now. Nice timing. You start to see Zerg taking base in about 6 minutes. He just wanted to be a little bit safer to get the Baneling Nest up. He's adding a Roach Runner now. And again the double Evo with a nice wall. Going to make it harder for the Hellions to do anything as he gets the double gas. So again, perfect scouting by Abyss. He has got that timing down to a T. He sees the factory pumping out reactor Hellions. He sees the starport with Banshees. Oh my word, Abyss. Could you get any better? Seriously. It is almost unfair how good his scouting is. I really wish. I mean, I wish Turox had the presence of mind. He must have known from the last game what had happened to stop that scout, but I'm glad he didn't, of course, because I am biased in favour of Abyss. And again, the Hellions are going to scout the third, but what are they going to do? There's no units there yet, and Hellions do not kill buildings ever. Now, these Lings need to be careful here. Oh, nice. Run away as soon as they see the scan, as soon as they see the Hellions coming. You do not want to lose them. Okay, now the Speedlings come in, try and force around. They're not going to get it. Staying wisely on creep at this point. Turox is taking his third base. And for him, this harass might just keep Abyss at home and allow Turox to establish that third. In come the Hellions again. I don't feel like Turox did the most with that scan. I feel like he could have come further forward and killed more creep teamers with it. But nonetheless, that Banshee's now sticking with the Hellions itself. One SCV trying to mine minerals at the third. That is going to get taken down by a Queen, insta-killed. Now this Cloak Banshee's going to come in, but there's already a Spore. Oh dear, Banshee flying directly on top of the Spore. Oh, will it get away? Nope. See you later, Banshee. And once again, Turox's harass is completely shut out by Abyss. I am loving this. Seriously, guys, I did not realise how strong a Zerg player Abyss was. I am excited to see more stuff from him in the future. Another Spore going down at the third. Going to keep him safe from those Banshees yet again. Does he even have any more? No, he has 5 Marines, 9 Hellions. What is he doing back in his base? He's adding a ton more racks, so he's going into the bio follow-up. He's getting 1-1. He's getting the armory so that he can get 2-2 once that finishes. And he's moving into siege tank and medevac production. This game is going almost exactly the same way as the last game went, except now we have more Hellions coming in to try and do something here. Good Transfuser should keep these Queens alive. He needs to be careful with them. He does not want to lose them. And now the Roaches catch the Hellions from behind. Queens survive, and again, all Turox does is deny mining for just a couple of seconds. That is not enough. When you invest that much money into something like that, why are we getting a double Baneling Nest? That is unfortunate. I can only see that as a mistake, since of course there's only one upgrade you can get. But yes, when you invest so much into a technology, into units, you have to do something with them. If you don't, it is such a waste, because of course that is money that could have been economy. Let's just take a quick look here. It's 63 SCVs to 68 drones, so they'll be about even on income. Of course, mules are imber, but this third is a planetary fortress and not an orbital command. Turox does not feel safe. Of course, the third being a planetary fortress did not help him in the last game. We have 2-2 on the way for Abyss. Yet again, we have the pneumatized carapace upgrade. We have burrow, pathogen glands, every upgrade he could possibly want other than Baneling speed. I'd like to see him get it. It's just a little bit handier. And as I ask for it, Abyss delivers. These Hellions are now just being used for scouting. That is what they've been reduced to. You want to use 2 Hellions for that. You do not want to build... Oops, I click on the wrong part of the minute. You do not want to build 6 Hellions. I've already lost some. And use them only for scouting. Okay, finally they could get some drone kills here. But a decent pull again. And Speedlings come in and see you later, Hellions. Nothing. Absolutely nothing done. Denied. This hatchery is going to start to get up for Abyss. Turox sees it. Once again, the creep spread is fantastic. Halfway across the map already. 13.5 minutes into this game. He's ahead on upgrades. Or at least he's ahead in getting his upgrades. The Hive is now on the way, so he's going to be able to go every tech he possibly wants. He's ahead in supply just slightly, which is where you want to be as a Zergling, as a Zerg player. He's now behind in workers, but that does not surprise me. At this point in the game, I think Abyss is gearing up for a big attack, so you want slightly less drones. You want to be able to fill your army supply. And look at this mass of speedlings just running about the map, getting Neural Parasite as well. Glial Reconstitution, like I said, every upgrade, and getting Spire, so it looks like he wants to go into this Broodlord Ling Infester play with the Baneling support. This hatchery is now done. Now a drop comes in from Turox into the main, but so many speedlings running in, it looks like they're just going to pick them off. Turox cannot afford to lift because the Queen is killing the medevac, so all of those Marines go down. 2 left. Can the Queen get the kill on the medevac? Not quite. Sad stuff, but Turox again was shut down. He just did no harass, and he's even going to get caught by these lings. Oh, Abyss, you could have killed those. He actually killed nothing there. He killed no workers with it, and these Marines get picked off as well. So painful for Turox. Turox is in big trouble, I'm telling you. He has to do something here. He has been ineffective all game long, and Abyss rolls in. Banelings on siege tanks, Lings on siege tanks, everything on siege tanks. Goodbye siege tanks. One more sieging up, it's not going to be enough. It gets instantly swarmed and picked off, and Turox now is in some trouble. This planetary fortress will go down. He is going to be stuck on 3 base versus 4 base. Not ideal as a Terran. You can still do something with it, but you need to be able to hit your harass, which so far he has been unable to do any of. Wonderful fungals there going down, stopping the units from retreating. More and more speedlings come in. Banelings being made. Turox knows about them, but there's nothing he can do right now. He has 1 siege tank. He only has 1 siege tank left in this game. Resetting that siege count is huge. He only has 1 factory up. Yep, just the 1 factory, so it takes him forever. Got 45 in-game seconds to make 1 siege tank. He lost 3 there, as far as I counted. Potentially 4. Puts him so far behind. Again, upgrades are equal, but these will be done just in a slightly different order. Terran Infantry Attack level 3 will be done first, but apart from that, the Zerg should be able to keep up. He's got his Spire, he's got the Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Is he making a Greater Spire? I need to find his Spire in the first place. No, he's not yet making the Greater Spire, so it looks like he wants to go into an Ultra transition. Instead of getting double Spire, I assume in case he just feels like upgrading. Okay, no, he's getting actually 2 Spires. So again, we see Abyss getting buildings he doesn't need. That's the one tough part of his play. This expansion goes down. It's not a big problem at the moment. Right now, Abyss has all the money in the world. He could easily remax if he wants. He's going to want to make a few more overlords so that he can actually get up to 200 supply. That's where you want to be. And again, really strong scouting here. Look, he just gets to see the entire worker count. He goes up here to make sure this 5th base is clear, and he should just re-expand to it. We should see an expansion go down. There's no reason for him not to take it at this point in time. He has 2,000 minerals. He has enough money to waste on extra spires, and a Greater Spire. Oh, cancels it at the last second. Nicely done. Greater Spire is on the way. I think he must have just realised there that he was actually building 1 Spire too many. It happens to us all, Protoss players. It happens to you when you go Forge Fast Expand, where you then go, oh, I need 2 forges, and put 2 forges down, and then you have 3, and so for the first time ever you get shield upgrades. We have 6 Ultras on the way. I'm not sure how good that will be. It will help against siege tanks, but of course Ultras notoriously not that great against bio. Good fungal here, takes down Turox's harassing force, his vanguard if you will. He tries a drop into the main base, but again it gets caught. It's not really going to do anything. There are just too many speedlings here, and even Abyss pulls back so he doesn't have any extra. Finish your attacks, man. Okay, so the Queens are going to take those down, and now this is a nice force waiting for Abyss here. I'm not sure how well Turox will do here. He unsieges most of his siege tanks, which is not the wisest thing. You want to try and leapfrog them forward. As it is, they get caught out of siege tank mode. They get fungled, so they cannot siege in. There's only 2 siege tanks left, sorry, and now there are none. And this is pretty much, he has 1 siege tank left in the area. It's 23 Marines. He does now have 2 factories, and these Marines are actually so frustrating in the main. But finally, they do go down. +1 flyer attacks on the way. The Great Aspirers finish morphing, so he can go Broodlords if he wants. There's a medevac here, but no units in it, meaning it ain't going to do nothing. There are a ton of medevacs here, but there are no units in them, so of course they are not going to be that effective. There's a group of Marines here. There's about 1 medevac for every Marine. We just had some infestors there. A fungal there would put Turox completely out of the game. As it is, we have burrowed infestors. They're waiting. They're biding their time. They're waiting for workers to come here. But as it is, this planetary fortress is just going to get taken out. So this drop here should take down this hatchery, but that is not going to matter because Turox is being slowly strangled on this map. There are no minerals in the main. There are hardly any minerals here. All he has is this third base at this point. He's going to try and land the orbital here, but of course we have a Zergling. Naughty Zergling, stopping that command center from landing. Right now, Abyss is in a commanding position. You get Zerg Flyer Carapace level 1 on the way. So 6 Corruptors mean Broodlords. He's actually just going to get every Zerg unit in the game. Lings, Banelings, Roaches, Ultras, Infestors, Corruptors, and Broodlords. Turox is, it looks like just waiting for this base to finish. Can Abyss see it? Okay, Abyss cannot see that, which is a shame. Oh, he's going to come in and try and pick it. Oh, no cancel. But it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things, as the Zerg army pass horrendously into an attack, and a fungal here will finally finish off these medevacs. More Marines being picked off. Turox is building up a force again. He has the siege tank support, but how effective is Marine siege tank going to be? Abyss simply has more supply. These Ultras take the siege tank shots. The Lings are so fast that they just run in and strangle everything down. And once again, Turox is going to be left without an army. He tries to start a step back, but he has lost so much in these attacks. He is miles behind his supply. He rebuilt his semi-supply depot wall. Of course, effective against Speedlings, but it will eventually be taken down. He could just morph some Banelings and smash it aside. As it is now, this Marine Marauder force is trying to do everything it can to stay in this game. But we have 6 Broodlords on the way, 5 more Infestors coming out, even more upgrades, getting missile attacks level 1, flyer attacks level 2, flyer carapace level 2, as I lose my voice. Oh, my apologies. Turox's Bioforce just not doing enough. We have a ton of Banelings morphing, 31 Banelings. And let me tell you, that is going to blow everything ever up. You could literally blow up the entire goddamn world with 31 Banelings. Here they come! Baneling rain or what? Everything going down for Turox. And it looks like Abyss is going to take it 2-0. There's the GG. Abyss takes it 2-0 and sets 3D Gaming up wonderfully in the clan war against LG. We're just going to see Turox wants to ask Abyss a question. Let's find out what he wants to know. I'm intrigued. I'm sure you're intrigued. Oh, look at that. Turox just wants to know what he did wrong. That's really nice, you know. Turox feels like he was doing the right things, but everything got shut out, and he just wants to know what he did wrong. And look at this, Abyss, so mannered, is actually going to help him. That is a huge thing for me, by the way. It's such a big thing. The UK StarCraft 2 community, in fact StarCraft 2 community in general, is so helpful. Avoid the trolls, as it were, on YouTube and on Reddit and on Team Liquid, and you will be fine. The community is a wonderful community. There we see, like I talked about, the harass did nothing. So we are going to call it quits. Abyss takes this game 2-0. Turox is out, and 3D Gaming are ahead against LG. I have been your host, the vocal terrorist, Jesse Rain. This has been 3D Gaming's YouTube channel. Check back in the future for more casts from me, and I'm sure more content as 3D Gaming gets up and running again proper. It's exciting times for us and exciting times for you. Thank you very much for watching.